Hey guys, happy Saturday. It's the start of a new week of vlogs. It is very bright out, as you can tell, but I am on my way to the Joe Bob event in Tampa. Very excited for it. I don't know how much I'm going to vlog here, but I get to meet Joe Bob and Darcy tonight, and I'm very excited about it. So I'm heading to Tampa. The downside is that my bestie Michael was supposed to be here tonight, and that was part of why I had so much to do on Friday. But I will tell you that story later when I'm not driving and probably after the event. But heading to Tampa for a drive-in, a non-drive-in drive-in. It's a double feature. We get 2 movies. We get to meet Joe Bob and Darcy. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So that's how we're kicking off this weekly vlog. I'll see you guys there if I film anything on my phone. Well, it's dark. It's about 1:42 in the morning, and I'm on my way back from the Joe Bob night. It was super fun. I'll tell you about it tomorrow, but it was a blast. Had a great time. Oh, hi Colby. Oh gosh, I've got both dogs trying to jump in my lap now. Hi. You gonna jump up in my lap? You're too big for that. Foster can. You're too big. You're too big. They're like, oh, she's gonna film something. Do you hear him grunting back here? Hi. What's happening down here? What's happening over here? You're not gonna let Mom talk to the camera? Mom's not allowed? What is it? Oh my. You need to go out? Okay. Well, hold that thought. I have dogs who need me first. I have dogs who need me. Let's go. Let's go. It's also almost their lunchtime too, which is probably contributing. Come on, Bean. You yelled at me. Okay. Everybody's ready. Do you have a toy in your mouth? No toys outside. We leave our toys. Colby. You know this. We do this every single time. We leave our toys. We don't take our toys outside. Leave your toy. That's what he does. He takes it away so that Foster can't steal it. Leave your toy. Leave it in a safe space. Yep, put it on the bed or on the ground. That works too. All right, come on. Don't get another toy. Good boy. Good boy. Such a silly goose. Okay, the dogs are happy now, so I am back. I wanted to talk about yesterday. So yesterday was the, what do they call it? Let me pull up the picture. Joe Bob's Indoor Drive-In Geek Out in Tampa at the Sunray Theater. And it was super fun. So they did a double feature of Bubba Hotep, which I had always heard of but never seen, and Rock and Roll High School. Neither one of these were really horror films, which surprised me. Bubba Hotep slightly, but Rock and Roll High School was not horror. So that kind of threw me off because everything else Joe Bob shows on his regular Last Drive-In is horror films. So I'm not sure why they didn't show horror films, but either way, it was very fun. Bubba Hotep is wild, and I went in blind, not really knowing what it was. Like, I'd always heard friends talk about it in college. It was like a running joke about Bubba Hotep, but I think they had seen it and I had not, so I didn't really know the premise. And just like his show, Joe Bob came up front of the theater and gave like an opening monologue that was just like all jokes about Florida. And then he went into introducing the film. And just hearing him describe what was going to be in this film, we were crying laughing. So funny. He's hilarious. Darcy was there with him. We watched the first movie, then there was like a little intermission. He came in and did a Q&A for probably about 30 minutes. Then he introduced Rock and Roll High School, and we watched that. And it was about 12:30 in the morning when the second movie ended. And then he and Darcy stay until every single person has had the chance to meet them. So we get in line and we met them just after 1 a.m. So poor Joe Bob was exhausted. So our meeting was fine. I am not at all knocking our meeting, but they were telling us like, hey, he's not feeling well, so we're gonna try to keep the line moving. So we were very cognizant of the fact that he wasn't feeling well, and we kept our conversation very short just out of respect for him, because it was after 1 a.m. and he had had a very long day and night, and we didn't want to take up too much of his time when there was still like a decent amount of people waiting to meet him. So I still feel fully fulfilled, because just being there to have a live session of essentially The Last Drive-In was totally worth it. He was hysterical. Darcy was super sweet. It was a very good time. Both films had us cracking up. Like high school, Rock and Roll High School was actually hilarious. Like very, very, very funny. I'm glad they showed the movies in the order that they did, because Bubba Hotep was a little, like, it was still, I can understand why it's a cult classic. It was still good, but it was a little slow moving, whereas Rock and Roll High School was just like ridiculous 1979, like early 80s ridiculous film. So super fun. I think I started to tell you when I was driving and the lighting was just too terrible to sit there and try, that Michael was supposed to be there, and that's why my plans were all wonky. So originally Michael was supposed to join for this adventure. Sun is changing, lighting's changing. That's the fun part about filming my office, is whenever the sun comes up, it's just like everything looks completely different. But Michael doesn't drive, Michael doesn't have a car, so that's why almost everything we do is in Orlando, because obviously I can go to him and see him, but it's very hard for him to get to this coast. So in order to do this event, my friend who was coming to the event with us, who lives in Orlando, was going to pick Michael up, bring him for the show, and then Michael was going to come stay here for the night with me, and then I was going to drive him back to Orlando today. And that worked out because I'm going back to Epic Universe on Tuesday with a bunch of friends, and oh my gosh, the sun is killing me right now. I'm watching the camera, just the levels of lighting just do this. I had originally planned to be in Orlando Monday through Wednesday because I'm going to Epic Universe on Tuesday. And based on my last trip to Epic Universe of how hard it was to get there, I wanted to be there the night before so I don't have to deal with I-4 traffic on Tuesday morning. And then because the park's staying open later, I did not want to have to drive home that night. So I booked for Sapphire Falls. Well, when all this plan came together, I canceled Sapphire Falls and switched to Terra Luna, because I could add Sunday night for Terra Luna and it not be that much of a price difference. So I had an extra day, but I'm like, it's fine. I will drive you back, check into Terra Luna, and then I'll already be at Terra Luna Monday. I can work from Terra Luna that day, makes it kind of easy for me that way. I don't have to worry about trying to drive over on a work day. And then I have some friends who are flying in from out of town to go to Epic with us on Tuesday. So that way I'm already there Monday, and we can all gather as a friend group Monday night and hang out, and I'll already be there and not have to worry about any of that. So that plan is still the same, but poor Michael woke up on Thursday not feeling well, and I was like, no, the timing. I crossed my fingers for a Joe Bob miracle, and unfortunately that did not come through. So Michael had to miss it. So that was very sad. He was very missed, because I have a little trio of friends that we watch Joe Bob special together every time it airs, and he is one of the trio, and he was very missed. The good news is that we weren't sure how formal it was gonna be, because when we watch it, we're all texting each other. So we're doing like running commentary of the film in the group chat. And we weren't sure what the setup was going to be for this, if we were gonna be able to do that, or if it was gonna be like normal movie theater policy. And as it turns out, I mean, we were just basing it on what everyone else was doing, and everyone else in our theater stayed quiet. I mean, we cheered at points, we were cracking up at points, like everyone was interacting, but it wasn't like people were chatting the whole time doing commentary like we would normally do on our phones. So at least there's that. at least it was a pretty normal movie watching experience for the actual movies. He just obviously missed getting to see Joe Bob and meet Joe Bob and Darcy, and I know he's sad about that. Now the good news is they're going to be at Spooky Empire, so he has a second chance to meet them later this summer, so maybe he'll go do that. But it was a really, really fun night. Joe Bob is hilarious. Darcy is super sweet. The mutant fam, as we're all considered, everyone was really cool. We're my little group, we're introverts, so we weren't trying to like socialize, but I could just, the vibes were good. I'll put it that way. The vibes were good. Everyone was good. Yeah, so it was super fun. Got home at like 1:45 in the morning. Didn't fall asleep till 3:30, so slept in this morning. The other fun thing is that I also met Joseph from last season of Big Brother last night. So that was pretty fun. I saw him and I'm like, that guy looks really familiar. Why does he look familiar? And so finally it clicked in my brain. I'm like, wait, he was on Big Brother. And then I couldn't remember what his name was, and it took me like a little bit of time to remember. But while I was still trying to remember his name, I'm like, oh yeah, he was from Tampa. It makes sense for him to be here. And finally I just went up to him and was like, hey, were you on Big Brother? And he kind of lit up a little bit, but was like, he's like, oh yeah, I get that a lot. So it was Joseph from Big Brother. So that was a random occurrence on top of everything else that was happening last night. Go figure. Again, he's from Tampa, so it makes sense to meet him in Tampa. It was just really funny. I'm on a streak of meeting Survivor and Big Brother players apparently. Yeah, so that was my Saturday. Now I am getting packed up to head to Orlando. I'm in no rush, obviously, because Michael didn't come, so I don't have any rush to get there. Check-in isn't until 4, and I'm really not in a rush to get there before check-in. So it's almost 1 o'clock now. Obviously I'll check in at Terra Luna, and it's a new resort, so I'm going to use this evening and afternoon to film a resort tour, do my room tour. Colby's gonna cough. I'm planning to eat dinner there because they have different food than Stella Nova. So Stella Nova and Terra Luna are like sister resorts. They're right next to each other, right across from Epic, but slightly different. Like as far as I can tell, Terra Luna's coloring is like more blues and greens, and Stella Nova's are more like deep blue, purple pinks. So slightly different color scheme, slightly different pool, slightly different food menus, all of that. The rest I'll find out when I get there. So I really liked Stella Nova. I had one night at Stella Nova and really liked it. So I'm hoping that Terra Luna lives up to that. And I'm staying there for 3 nights, so I hope it's comfortable. But yeah, should be a good time. Obviously I'm gonna be filming a resort video while I'm there because it's my first time staying there. So that will be separate from this, but I'll chit chat with you guys as the time goes by as part of the weekly vlog. I need to go finish packing, and definitely going to Dutch Bros today because they brought back lavender. I've never had Dutch Bros lavender, but I love lavender from Starbucks, so I'm very excited to try it. So yeah, that's the plan. Tomorrow I work from Terra Luna. Tuesday is another epic day with my friends, and then Wednesday I come back home, and then it's back to somewhat normal life. So I will catch you guys probably when I've made it to Dutch Bros. Oh, first I gotta show you my signature. I got Joe Bob to sign something. Here we go. So this was the event poster. To Liz, all my best, Joe Bob, and then that's Darcy. Okay, made it to Dutch Bros, ordered my drinks. I got the white chocolate lavender cold brew for now, and a Galaxy Fish tea to go in my Stanley for later. So that's the play. Easy drive here thus far. It's usually about 45 minutes from here to Universal. There is a Dutch Bros that's closer to Universal now, but I wanted to have my coffee to drink the rest of the drive, and the one close to Universal is like very close to Universal. It's a little off the beaten path to come here, but it's a nice little break in the drive. So finishing the drive to Terra Luna next. Okay, we have made it. Terra Luna is back over there, waiting to turn in. The lavender white chocolate cold brew, delicious. Absolutely glad that that's a permanent item because it's so good. So very much looking forward to checking in. It's almost 5 p.m. now, so in we go. So hello, weekly vlog. Long time no see. It is Tuesday night. Just had an epic day at Epic Universe, because that's how you have to describe any day at Epic Universe. I will give probably full stories when I get back home, just because I want to post stories on Instagram, and if I sit here and chat with you guys, it's gonna get real late real fast, because it's already 11 o'clock and I do have to go to bed because I have to wake up tomorrow morning and drive home and work. I just want to say it was a really fun day. The park still has a lot of struggles. The rides were up and down all day. I still have not gotten to ride Donkey Kong or the Ministry of Magic. We had a Ministry of Magic virtual queue for like the last window of time between 8:15 and 8:45. And the ride went down as we were walking there. And so when that happens, and it's going to be an extended delay, and they probably already had a ton of people in line, they cancel your virtual queue, and we got a pop-up that said like, we can no longer do your virtual queue. Here's a free express pass for any ride you want to do. So we were literally walking into Paris when we got the text. So we were so excited to finally get to ride, and then it was quite the letdown. But otherwise, successful day. Donkey Kong was not under 85 minutes all day long. Just such a crazy wait. It was a very busy day in the park, unfortunately. Last week, the park was dead. There was nobody in there. Like 15-20 minute waits for everything. Today, it was packed. And today, they opened up for anyone can buy tickets starting tomorrow. So I feel like it's gonna be packed from here on out. Unfortunately, I'm really sad I wasn't here last week. And I think it's purely because last week, the ticket prices were more expensive, and this week was the cheapest preview tickets they offered, and we're all annual pass holders who already spent a bunch of money on our passes, so we all had the same idea of buying the cheaper passes, and we should have come last week when it was more expensive. Yeah, that was a fail, but we still got a ton done and still had a really good time. And the most important part was I had 3 friends there that had not gotten to go at all yet. So 3 of the 6 of us hadn't been to Epic at all. We had 2 perfect runs on Monsters Unchained, meaning every single animatronic worked, which is the first time. This was my 6th and 7th time on that ride, and my first 5 times, at least one animatronic wasn't working. Both rides today, every single animatronic was working. So that was awesome. Stardust Racers roller coaster, green was down all day. So we rode yellow, but we couldn't ride green. It wasn't dueling because obviously the other one wasn't running. Things like that. There's still a lot they have to do. There's areas of the park that are still under construction and roped off that you can't get to. There's restaurants that aren't open yet. They've got a lot to do in the next basically 23 days before grand opening. I absolutely love it though. Sarah and I stayed for an extra hour and a half after park close. Some friends went ahead and left because they have work early in the morning. 2 of our friends that flew in were staying at Helios, so they just went ahead and went back to their resort. But Sarah and I, we were gonna stay until they pushed us out, and that's what we did. We kind of went to each land before they closed it down, and then we just kind of stayed sitting in the main area, courtyard area, taking in the fountains, and it was a beautiful night out, and just talking because Sarah's driving home tonight and she gets in the same kind of traffic that I normally do leaving here, so we were stalling as much as we could for her and enjoying, because Stardust had like a 75-minute wait at the end of the night, so there was a ton of people still riding Stardust. So they couldn't like fully shut down the park until everyone was through the Stardust line. So we just sat and enjoyed. So now I'm back in my room. I want to shower, get cozy, and I will see you guys tomorrow back from the house. I did purchase this today. I feel like I was like, oh yeah, I'll just tell you all this story when I get home, and then I just told you guys all the story and just spilled Coke on myself. But I got the Freestyle Cup for Epic, and I had to get the toothless drink sling because he's so cute and I love him. A great day. I don't think there's much else to tell, I guess. We rode pretty much everything in the park except for Donkey Kong, the water ride, and Green Stardust and Ministry. We rode pretty much everything else. Had a pretty good day. Ate a lot of good food. It was busier than we wanted, so we waited in some long lines. We waited over an hour for Mario Kart, things like that. But a great time with friends. I love these friends so much. And it was a blast. So I'm gonna go shower, get ready for bed, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, weekly vlog. It's time to head home. I'm getting all packed up over here. I am exhausted. My feet are killing me. It was a, we did 8 miles, but it was a lot of standing around too. So my feet are like, oh, a pedicure with a foot massage right now would be amazing. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna go head home and start work. So let's go back home. Let's see these pups. I'm sure they're gonna be very excited to see me and get back to some normal life for a brief period of time. It's Thursday night. It's been a busy day, but I threw together some dinner. So we've got some chicken that I marinated, cacio e pepe ravioli from Trader Joe's, and some steamed broccoli. Well, it's Friday and it's lunchtime. So I made jammy eggs that are all over the internet right now. So I made some jammy eggs, some toast, and a salad. My Greek salad that's just not stirred together yet. There, now you can see there's vegetables in there. So that is today's lunch. Okay, hello everyone. It is Friday. I am getting work done, but it's about time to go out and get my hair cut because I haven't had a haircut in a very long time. I've been growing out my hair, haven't had long hair in a long time. This is what I do. I have short hair for a while and then I grow it out, and then I have long hair for a while and then I chop it off. So I'm in my long hair phase right now. So I'm still growing it out, but it's time to get it trimmed because I haven't had it trimmed in a while. And the good news is that my stylist, who I love, is finally back. So I'm going back to see her. Haven't seen her in over a year because she hurt her wrist. So about to go do that. I have ballet tonight because I couldn't go to ballet on Monday, so I scheduled that for today. So my ballet private tonight, and it's Joe Bob night. It's official Joe Bob night. And I just have to get through work. I have a grant that's due. They made it due tomorrow. I'm not gonna be working tomorrow, so I have to get it in today. So that's the main thing I have to do this afternoon once I get back from my haircut. But exciting day, exciting times. Ready to see. This is the before. And we'll see how much she has to chop off. Hopefully not too much. Okay, I have arrived. Let's go get it cut. And here's the after, which I feel like it's always really hard to show in my car when I first get in because I have to blast the AC because it's 1,000,000 degrees in my car when I get back. So I'll show you when I get home and I'm not like in the Beyonce fans, but it looks good. Heading back home. Well, hello everyone. It is now Friday evening. I have come out to the dance studio because I'm doing ballet tonight because I couldn't do ballet on Monday since I was in Orlando. So I scheduled for Friday. This seemed like a really good idea last week. Today I'm like, oh, it's Friday evening and I just want to be at home getting ready for Joe Bob. But I honestly cannot remember what I filmed. I think I was supposed to give you guys some sort of synopsis of the week, the part that's going to be in a separate vlog. I think that'll be up this Friday is my plan. because I'm gonna put the Las Vegas video out this Wednesday because there's not a ton of footage for that one, and then Terra Luna on Friday. So my battery light's blinking, so I don't think I'm gonna be able to tell you that much more than that, but it was a really good time. I can't wait to go back to Epic Universe again next week because I'm an addict and I have to go once a week apparently. But no, Mike and I are going next week. Mike hasn't been yet, and so next week Mike and I are going. So that will be fun. And yeah, Epic Universe, amazing, so much fun. Blast, Stardust Racers, so much fun. Monsters Unchained, so good. All the stuff you would have seen on Instagram. If you follow me on Instagram, I posted stories from that day, but I think I already said before, I'm not vlogging any of these early days to Epic. One, because I feel like there's a million other creators who are already putting videos out for Epic, and two, I'm just enjoying it and experiencing a new theme park for the first time for myself, and it's not going anywhere. There'll be plenty of chances for me to vlog it in the future, and that way, if you guys don't want to be spoiled, you don't have to worry about spoilers on my channel as well. So it's a win-win for everyone. So I'm gonna go ahead and say goodbye for now because the camera battery's blinking. I'm sure it's gonna cut out any second. So I will see you guys after ballet. Okay, I'm home from ballet and I did some prep earlier because I'm going to make that viral sweet potato ground beef cottage cheese avocado bowl that's all over social media right now. So I went ahead and diced up the sweet potato earlier so when I got home from ballet I could just throw it in the oven. So I have the oven preheating. Gonna roast the sweet potatoes while I shower. So here it is, all put together. We'll see if the hype is real. So dinner was delicious. I'm watching Joe Bob, which is crazy because I met him basically a week ago. Really cool. But I am gonna go ahead and sign off because it's late Friday night. Let me mute Joe Bob for a moment. He's just talking about drinks anyway. So I'm gonna go ahead and sign off for the night because it's late Friday. Probably won't make it through the second movie. Rarely ever do. He hasn't even started the second movie yet and it's like 11:37 at night. So more fun things coming next week. So I'll see you guys then. Bye.